I'm Sarah Frias-Torres. I'm a marine biologist, oceanographer, and behavioral ecologist. And currently I'm a postdoc at Ocean Research and Conservation Association. We're based in Fort Pierce, Florida. So my proposal was to work on Goliath grouper, and Goliath grouper is one of the last representatives of the megafauna that once lived in Florida and the Caribbean, and is actually the largest grouper fish in the Atlantic Ocean. The maximum size is 2.5 meters. And the reason to study them is because they went through an extinction event, a near complete extinction event in Florida, and thanks to a moratorium, the species is now protected. So what I wanted to study is how can you recover from extinction, or near extinction, and what we can learn from that. Right now, based on the studies that I've done on Goliath grouper, I want to expand this same kind of technology to all marine megafauna species. So you go from giant grouper fish to giant predatory fish like bluefin tuna and great sharks, whale sharks and marine mammals, sea turtles and seabirds, because they all share a common set of life history traits that make them extremely vulnerable to overfishing and overhunting. They basically live in the slow lane, so they live a very long life, extreme lifespans. They mature very late, so it takes them a long time to start reproducing. When they do, they have a few babies compared to other species. And also they tend to aggregate at some point for breeding or for feeding, and they are highly migratory. So all these characteristics make them usually extremely vulnerable to any kind of pressure you put in them, because if you eliminate individuals, it takes them quite some time to recover from any kind of exploitation. And also because they migrate so much, they depend a lot on international agreements to conserve them, because not a single marine protected area is going to protect those species for their whole lifespan. It just came one day when I was watching a map that was putting together the migration paths of many different species, and then suddenly I realized that some of the areas that were used by seabirds were also used by sea turtles and whales. And then I thought, what if a sea turtle biologist spoke to a whale biologist or spoke to a shark biologist? What if they all talk together? Because even if, as they work with very different species, all these species, they share the same problems. So that is the reason of this initiative, and it's going to be at first a virtual world initiative. So it's going to be in the internet based on a wiki page where everybody will be contributing their ideas or explaining what challenges they find and how they are trying to solve them. The start of this forum for scientists coincides with the start of an outreach campaign. And in a way, we're fortunate because we're going to team up with McGillivray Films and their project One World, One Ocean. And they have quite a robust outreach campaign as part of their efforts, as part of their several films and IMAX films and so forth. So we're going to take advantage of that, and we'll be providing content to their outreach campaign. So in a way, we'll be helping each other. We are part of the ocean. So if the oceans die, we die with them. Therefore, marine conservation is essential for our own survival. Every second breath you take comes from the ocean. So if you are against marine conservation, you are only allowed to breathe from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And the rest of the 12 hours you have, you can't breathe at all.